Hello everyone and welcome, this is Common Encounter. Today we're going to be talking about the Season 8 trailer for Voltron Legendary Defender. Yes, unfortunately the end is near. The new season comes out on Netflix December 14th. The trailer starts out with giving us moments from the very beginning of the series, just giving you flashbacks. It shows you Lord Zarkon and how we got the lions and just moments from Voltron before. And they really are building this up, like this entire journey. You know, the trailer plays out like, yeah, moments from the beginning, and then it manages to pace itself to where we are now in Season 8. It's not really clear on the context of these scenes, they're kind of just thrown in there, just to kind of give you buzz and excitement, which is all perfect for me. I really don't want to speculate or analyze into something too much for something I really want to be surprised about. But they do enough to at least get you speculating like, oh, okay, what direction could this go in? So we have the moments of the Voltron team in battle. We have Hunk here in some sort of a weird dark forest area, just taking out a bunch of enemies. We have another part of that scene there, but he's with Lance and they're just exploded or something's going off there, dashing out as quick as they can. And in the next shot we have something that looks to be in that area. We've got something giant exploding with all the lines separated, and we can see a few characters there at the bottom. No idea what this scene could be about. There's a lot of theories out there that talk about this season entering time travel kind of possibilities, or different dimensions, bringing back previous characters in those dimensions, like the Altean crew and all that kind of stuff. No idea what this could be for this giant explosion to just happen with all of them just standing there. Maybe it's some sort of illusion, not quite sure. And one interesting shot that I really like the look of, like the scenery of this just looks absolutely gorgeous. It's really artistic a little bit. You've got the stars in the back and then you've got this giant tree and you've got lamps on the side. You've got Lance and Allura together, and Laura's doing something with her hand, just glowing this entire place up. I feel like it's going to transform and there's going to be like leaves and this tree is going to be reborn again. Whether or not this is in a Mind Palace sort of thing, but a scene between Lance and Allura is just something I'm looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to seeing how their relationship develops, and this scene could be a really big part of that. And the next scene we have Matt here, you can tell by the back of his head, in that same kind of area where it's been exploded. I don't know, there's some sort of dark purple magic there, and with dark purple magic being around, you can tell that Haggar is very close by. Well, in the next few shots later, we have Haggar herself being an absolute badass. Now, what's really interesting here is the shot that she goes to attack. She's attacking the old paladins of Voltron. So if you remember the episode where we were talking about the origins of Voltron, how it all started, you know, with Princess Allura's father and everything like that, well, we saw a few members of the old crew who paladined the original lines, and it was really unfortunate that episode because I wanted to see more of these old paladins. To be honest, I would be happy to have a spin-off, like a prequel to that a little bit, but of course that probably won't be possible just because of how sort of a time lapse is with Voltron with the old paladins and how it really transitioned out. Yeah, maybe they'll think about that. I don't know. I feel like it will never happen, unfortunately. But what we do see is her taking out these old paladins in some way. Maybe she's controlling them, maybe she's possessing them, but she's got them surrounded. It's probably given us context to what happens to these three guys, you know, as Zarkon and King Alpha are fighting each other. Next shot, we have Keith just swinging at it hard. Not really sure what he's aiming at, but just Keith looking absolute badass is a good enough shot to make me really excited for the next season. And sort of adding scenes together, that giant explosion that happened earlier, this looks like it's within that same shot, you know, with that giant thing in the background. I feel like this is part of that, you know, with them in the middle and the lions on both sides. Just kind of a crazy theory to go out there. What if Haggar actually causes that explosion and it manages to kind of kill the paladins, but the lions manage to save their consciousness, which kind of explains why in the next few shots we've got them fighting in this sort of particular scene. I don't think that's to be the case, but that's just me kind of spewing out ideas, a possibility of Haggar's accomplishments in this season, who really knows. Or maybe they don't die and the lions just manage to save them just in time. This could be the giant rift, the reality theory, what people have been popping out of there. The theory that's going out there is that Honerva and Haggar are kind of been clashing a little bit with each other. Honerva sort of channeling back through her previous self and kind of getting rid of the whole Haggar essence a little bit. You know, remembering certain things like Lotor's her son and everything like that. Now there's a lot of mixed things going off here where Honerva is trying to make up for her past doings and like bring back previous Alteans to life. But we can see in this shot here that she is really conflicted with herself because she's flashing back from Honerva to Haggar constantly. So it's kind of like two personalities clashing with each other, but are they on the same side or are they not? It's not. The theories are out there. We don't really know what's going off. We've seen Honerva and Haggar in sort of the same essence from previous episodes, where she's been a witch and when she's not been a witch, and it's like, what's going off here? Is this clashing personalities, or is it a part of the same personality? I guess that's one thing we'll have to find out, but if that shot's any indication of them flashing backwards and forwards, it seems like she doesn't know what she is. But anyway guys, that's the end of the trailer. A lot to talk about. It's really, really exciting seeing this finally all come together, the final season. It's really upsetting, but finally it's here. You know, December 14th, not long now. Of course, I have done previous videos on Voltron, so you can check them out if you want. And yes, I know I haven't gone back to it yet, but I will be doing a recap of seasons 2, 3 and 4. I've already done 5, 6 and 7, that's where I really started doing Voltron videos. But to make the kind of collection of the Voltron videos feel complete, I'm going back, recapping the previous series. I've already got season 1 out there, so you can check that out right now if you really want. I have done a trailer reaction to this. Unsure if I'm going to upload that just yet. I really didn't want to make this video longer than it needed to be, so I figured I'd cut out the trailer reaction and probably upload that for another day. Anyway guys, this has been Common Account. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at CameronJohnH, and until the next Voltron video, goodbye.